welcome to my channel in this video, and in this video I'll be reading a fanfiction from archiveofourown.org. It's called Pickup Lines, and it's originally a Denki Kaminari X male reader, but I'll be adapting it so it's gender neutral, and so it fits all you lovely creatures that may not identify as male, but if you do, it still works for you. In doing so, I've changed the pronouns to they, them, and I've also changed some words. I've also changed some parts that say YN to you, since I thought that would just fit the video format better. Despite all the teensy-weensy changes I made, all of the credit for this beautiful writing goes to UltimateCringe with a capital U and a capital C. I'll be leaving a link to the creator's page on AO3 and this fanfiction in the description. This fanfic is about Denki pursuing you, the listener, reader, however you're viewing this video, with his beloved pickup lines that we all know and love. It's a floofy fanfic, or fluff fanfic, and it's written with no warnings, but there are swears by the one and only Bakugo, and some characters that kind of like are repeating him or like mimicking him somewhat, you know, and the word count is 1153, so please do enjoy the reading. Do you have a band-aid? Denki Kaminari asks you out of nowhere after class ends. Are you hurt? You frown. You didn't have any hero training today, and you're pretty sure nothing as eventful as someone getting injured happened in class. Because I scraped my knee falling for you, Kaminari finishes, smiling at how genuinely concerned you were. Don't worry me like that. You roll your eyes playfully. Kaminari sighs. Is that their only response to his pickup line? Man, I don't think they're ever gonna like me, Kaminari cries. Stop fucking whining, dunce face. Bakugo, the ever so loving friend that he is, shouts at him. Come on, Bakugo, our friend's hurting. Eijiro Kirishima, the genuine angel that he is, frowns, putting a comforting hand on Kaminari's shoulder. Thank you for understanding, Kirishima. Kaminari lets out a fake sniffle just to show how touched he is. Well, it's not my fucking fault, you're a dumbass. How am I a dumbass? Kaminari frowns. You're giving up after one stupid-ass pickup line? Lamest shit I've ever heard. Bakugo kinda has a point, but I wouldn't call it the lamest shit I've ever heard, Kirishima says thoughtfully. What? I thought you were on my side, Kaminari pouts. I was, but you did just start talking to them today, Kirishima says. But no fucking excuses. Stop bitching about something that you've only recently grown the balls to start. What exactly did you say to them? Hantasero cuts in, finally done with his homework that Kirishima and Bakugo had finished together earlier, and that Kaminari forgot about. You have a band-aid because I scraped my knees falling for you, Kaminari mumbles, hiding his face in a pillow. Zero bursting into laughter so intense that he doubles over doesn't help lessen Kaminari's embarrassment. Kaminari, Sarah wheezes. Wine's the prettiest one of our entire year. Nowadays, their type is super popular, so students constantly fall for them. You're gonna need to up your game, man. Sarah's right, Kirishima nods, carefully considering the facts laid out before him. Siding with the enemies again, Kirishima, Kaminari whines. Well, YN's getting pretty popular. The students might even be more into them than they are Todoroki right now. And that's exactly why one pathetic pickup line is gonna have them falling at your fucking feet. Bakugo rolls his eyes. And that's how Kaminari set a goal to flirt with YN at least once a day. Hell, he even got a notebook to keep track. And when Bakugo, Kirishima, and Sero first found out about said notebook, they bursted out laughing. After the first few days, they realized that Kaminari was serious about it. He was filling it out more diligently than he did his own homework. This is why you're failing all your goddamn classes, fuckhead, Bakugo scoffed. Then on the 6th day, they decided to actually read what was inside. Day 1. Line. Did it hurt when you fell? Fell from heaven? Wine's reaction. This is the second time they've taken the pickup line for its literal meaning, which is saying a lot because it's only the second time I've used one on them. When I said the second part, they responded playfully. Was the playfulness them flirting back? What does it mean? Day 2. Line. You look super cool during practice today? Wine's reaction. Thanks, you too. Okay, first off, I knew they were lying. I short-circuited and looked like a total loser. And second, I think I was too casual. That doesn't even count as flirting. That's like what Kyoshi would say to Bakugo. Unless that's him flirting with Explodo Boy? I can't really tell sometimes. Day 3, line. Even covered in sweat, you're the prettiest. Wine's reaction. They just rolled their eyes with another playful smile. Well, don't blame me, I got nervous and the day was ending. I need to make up something. 1 line a day, and I'm not about to mess it up on the 3rd day. Day 4, line. You're really hot. Wine's reaction. They lightly punched my shoulder like a bro would do. Okay, I know it was a blunt statement of fact, but it still counts as flirting, right? Day 5, line. Wanna grab a bite sometime? Wine's reaction. Since Uraraka-chan's rejected you, I'm the replacement. They were smiling and rolling their eyes again. My first time trying to ask them out on a date and they say no. Also, why do they keep rolling their eyes? And they are so not a replacement. I asked her to lunch like a whole week ago. Day 6, line. Do you have a map? I keep getting lost in your eyes. Wine's reaction. They rolled their eyes again. What the heck? Also, this whole not giving up thing is taking a toll on me. Rejection hurts. If you think you look super cool during practice today is flirting, Sarah starts. I know, Kaminari interrupts with a deep frown. And why are you looking through that? What are you, shitty Deku? Bakugo asks with a shocking lack of volume. He's too stunned by the amount of genuine effort that Kaminari is putting into this, albeit weird. What? Kaminari's frown deepens if possible. What's he talking about? The notebook, Sarah says, pointing at it as if it were obvious. Just because I have a notebook doesn't mean I'm Midoriya. Yeah, but obsessively writing details in it is weird. Sarah points out, don't be so mean, guys. Kirishima cuts in. Kaminari's about to thank him before he continues to say, maybe it'll help him practice writing letters that we can actually read. My handwriting's great, thank you, Kaminari defends with a huff. Now that Kirishima mentions it, you write better notes for this than you do for class, Sarah says, amazed. Whatever. Do you guys think I should just give up? They've already rejected me. Well, they didn't exactly reject you, they just avoided the question, Kirishima says with a pitying smile as he points at day 5 in his notes. The end of the 7th day is approaching, and Kaminari can't think of anything anymore. He thinks he maybe should just give up. They haven't been reciprocating, so maybe they just don't see Kaminari that same way. With those thoughts haunting him, he decides to leave it be. He sits at his desk as the class is dismissed for the day, defeatedly staring at his notebook. He's about to stand up and shuffle out of the classroom like most of the other students are when he feels a presence next to him. If I sat on your lap, would that make you an electric chair? You ask with a coy smile. What? Kaminari blushes a bright red at your words. Didn't want you to miss a day in your log. You wink as you point at the notebook. You knew about the urine move, Pikachu. You press soft lips against the red cheek before waving goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this reading and my first video. Sorry my voice got a little bit raspy at the end. Anyways, make sure you check out the links in the description because the writer did a wonderful job. And if you have any requests for videos, comment them. I'd be happy to do all of them. That is, if I can. I definitely changed some sentences up and added on or missed some things, so sorry about that. Also, I just wanted to say I did not ask for permission to read this, so if you know that I shouldn't have this up without asking, please let me know because I don't want to be ignoring the writer's request. Anyways, have a nice whatever time it is for you. Goodbye.